My name is Hayden Baker and welcome back to Hayden Cinema. And today we're going to be talking about the movie The Final Destination 4. So Final Destination 4, or as it's titled, The Final Destination, it is probably the most popular choice for being the worst one. Even the creators of the film know how bad it is, and it's definitely my least favorite, and that should be no surprise to anyone. But I really tried to look for something good in this one with this rewatch, and growing up, I didn't really care for it. So, did it get better on this watch, or is it still just as crappy as all the other times? But before I get into this review, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you click your notification bell. That way you stay up to date with all my posts. Now let's get into this review. Now, I decided that I'm going to list all my negatives and all the bad and just get it out the way before jumping into any of the positives. So right off the bat, my biggest negative is Tony Todd's absence. Now, it's not really anything bad that the film does. It's not necessarily a priority, but with the most recent events and Tony Todd's passing and me rewatching all these films, his presence is a very unfillable void, and I really missed it in this one. Even though he normally only has a couple minutes tops in every film, and in the third one, as his physical absence isn't, is definitely there, he still has a cameo with his voice, and so it's still felt. And in this one, it's definitely missing. And as much as a standout as this one is, with all its bad, it definitely doesn't help that he's not in here to at least give one thing to look forward to when watching it. So as I mentioned before, in all the other movies that this franchise has, all of them have an accident that kicks off the time and all the deaths. And this one, the accident is a like NASCAR style professional, semi-professional car race, and that is a really interesting thing. I can see a lot being done with that, but what this one does with it is just stupid in every sense. It is awful. And with that accident, I'm just going to jump straight into the kills with this. I mean, you have some of the most hysterical, comedic, satirical kills I've ever seen in my life, and it takes itself way too seriously. This movie would actually really work and be a great watch, so bad that it's good watch with your friends and kind of roast the movie, make fun of it, if it didn't take itself so seriously. And it does. And it especially with the acting and how bad the acting is. You got this like CNW or TV style early 2000s acting in here, and they take themselves way too seriously. It's almost as if it's a soap opera trying to do the Final Destination style kills and kind of beat by beat plot points that all of them have. I really wish that, again, it was more of a parody of Final Destination than what they're actually trying to do. I mean, you have the most rubbery, fake CGI, gooey blood and kills I've ever seen in my life. They're terrible. But out of the many kills and the many deaths and the gore that's all over this movie, there's only three notable ones. You got the lawnmower kill that is very effective in what it is trying to do, but the execution is just poor. Then you have the swimming pool kill that it's not really effective in any way, shape, or form, but it's hilarious. It's amusing and entertaining in watching it, especially with that character. All these characters suck, and all these characters can just go to hell, but it's really nice seeing this character get his. And then you have the racist guy who goes to this dude's house, and he's this white dude. He didn't call him the N-word before, which is terrible in and of itself. And then you have the most satisfying kill in the entire movie, which is this guy getting his, and he's drunk driving. He's got this chain dragging his truck, and then death grabs a hold of his foot and he catches on fire and he's dragging and everything. It's hilarious and it's satisfying. Again, the most satisfying kill in the entire movie. Out of all of them, those are the only three even worth mentioning. And the whole time this movie is trying to do this 3D effect, and I can see a Final Destination movie being really fun to watch in 3D. But this movie, as rubbery and fake and computerized as all the CGI feels and seems, and as much 3D effects as there is, there's just way too much of it. And even things that don't need to necessarily be 3D effective, they make it that way. And there's just so much of it, and it's almost nauseating how much there is and how carried away and how far they go with it, and they just don't know when to stop. Now, every single one of these films have their issues. Every single one are super cheesy, super exaggerated. But there's not one except for this one that I can say is not fun or not enjoyable to watch, or even if every single character drags the movie down, the kills are satisfying, the effects work and are done pretty well to a certain extent with most of them. And it's just they don't even do that with this one. And I mean every single character sucks to no end, and it is a drag to get through. And especially with this watch, the last time I watched this movie, I was probably, I don't know, 12. And me as a 12-year-old still hated it. And honestly, it hasn't changed much. If anything, it has gotten worse. No character's worth investing in. The worst CGI ever. The worst acting ever. Some of the worst just execution in anything in this. This one, you can't even say it has a plot. It's just being a fly on the wall watching characters die left and right. And I can see some people having guilty pleasures with this for sure. But I don't. But I actually do have one positive. And that is this movie, again, as it is not, it's not bad, so bad that it's good. It is actually hilarious introducing people that are new to the franchise to this one and talking about it with people and seeing reactions of how bad it is. That I get a pretty good kick out of. And even on YouTube, like going and watching like The Real Rejects, for example. I think actually Greg and I want to say her name is Roxy watched this franchise a little while ago, and watching them watch this one was hilarious. Go subscribe to them, by the way. Great channels. I'll leave them in the description. But it's just absolutely hilarious watching people react to this. I have friends that have watched it and have been like, dude, what the hell did I just watch? That is awful. Literally the only positive I can pull from this one. So, is for better, is for worse than last watch? Actually, it's worse. It's not even the same. It tremendously went down, and I can't imagine this getting any higher with future watches. And as far as binging the franchise, I can't ever see myself honestly watching this one again. So, my overall rating for Final Destination 4, or The Final Destination, or whatever you want to call this stupid film, it's a 1.5, and that's generous. I wanted to give it a 0, honestly, but I wanted that one positive of being able to laugh at how bad it is, even though it's not so bad it's good. Laugh at how bad it is with other people and their reactions. I'll let that have 1 star, just one. And honestly, I feel like bad for even giving it that. So that's going to be it for this video. Have you seen the Final Destination or Final Destination 4? If you have, let me know down in the comments. If you liked it, please let me know. I want to see what other people think about it besides my inner circle. Give me your Final Destination franchise ranking. At some point pretty soon, I am going to be watching Final Destination 5 and reviewing it, and then May 16th we have Final Destination Bloodlines coming out, and I really can't wait to watch it with all of you. If you like this review and you want to see more from me, you can go down and hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell, that way you stay up to date with all of my posts. You can follow me on X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Letterbox, and you can come join us and join our conversations. We talk about movies all the time over there. I hope you enjoy watching this just as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you haven't watched the Final Destination 4, don't even watch it. Just watch 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 when it comes out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.